A Mountain West Friday night matchup all about the quarterbacks. David Fales in San Jose State versus Chucky Keeton and Utah State, looking to capture the Friday night magic. Southwick fires incomplete.
The 7-year streak is over.
Hayes to the end zone. Incomplete on 4th and goal. Utah State wins. Woody. Touchdown, they did it!
Friday night.
In the Silicon Valley, San Jose, California. Two schools with a history of good games in their WAC days meet for the first time as Mountain West Conference foes on Friday night. And welcome to Friday night with Danny Cannell, Allison Williams on the sideline. I'm Carter Blackburn. Well, Chucky Keeton, David Fales, Danny, you've been watching them all week. You were down there on the field before the game. What did you learn about these guys?
Chucky Keeton, I already knew that he was a dual threat quarterback, but I wanted to get a look at him field level and see how he threw the ball. I was really impressed with how that ball was coming off with some impressive velocity. He can really spin it. Then on the flip side, I looked at David Fales. He's a pocket passer, a little bit more traditional. One of the best throws he makes is the back shoulder fade. I actually watched them do it in warm-ups. Traditionally, teams just go out there, they kind of just toss it around. In warm-ups, they're working on the back shoulder fade. It's no wonder they throw it so well.
Well, a recent history of NFL quarterbacks from outside college football's biggest programs. Is David Fales or Chucky Keeton the next to join this list?
ESPN College Football Primetime, brought to you by Taco Bell's new fiery Doritos Locos Taco, Live Mas, Vizio Fandemonium, where you compete for points and the chance to win prizes and unique fan experiences, and Wrangler, real, comfortable jeans, guaranteed.
Tonight, San Jose State Athletics hosted a Hispanic Heritage Night networking mixer. Top Hispanic businesses and business owners in attendance, as well as both on and off-campus Hispanic organizations here in San Jose, California. Getting ready for kickoff at Spartan Stadium, Utah State and San Jose State. Let's take a listen to some soundtracks presented by Bose.
Everything you want is right in front of you, okay? The Aggies are here. You're tough-minded, okay? You're blue-collar. Play with a hard edge. Razor-sharp focus. Tee this thing up and hit it out. Put a smile on your face. Let's have some fun. Let's go get it. Hey, right from the get-go, you're fast and aggressive. Aggies on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, boys.
Matt Wells and the Utah State Aggies are ready. The San Jose State Spartans are ready. Allison Williams is ready.
Well, Carter, you said it. This game is all about the quarterbacks. And for San Jose State, it's all about keeping their quarterback, David Fales, upright. Last year, when these two teams faced, he was sacked an unprecedented 13 times. So head coach Ron Carragher said they have to be better in 3 areas. Yes, up front, the offensive line has to ID the front and hit their targets, but also the receivers have to run the proper routes and get open. And perhaps most importantly, David Fales has to release the ball quicker. But that's something Utah State is expecting. They said that last year he held on to the ball way too long, but this year they fully expect to get rid of him it quicker. In fact, they put a clock on him. He's releasing the ball on average just 1.7 seconds after the snap.
It will be Utah State and Chucky Keeton who get the football first. The junior quarterback who grew up in the Bay Area, in Berkeley, Chucky Keeton was a Cal Bears fan, went to high school in Houston at Cypress Creek, but he has thrived in Logan, Utah. Told us he has 2 goals: establish Utah State football as a big-time program and work towards his degree in management and information systems. It is football and class, class and football for Chucky Keeton. Joe Hill takes the first down handoff, minimal gain.
Chucky Keeton is one of those players that's just dynamic. I mean, it's really a great word to describe him because he can do so many different things. He runs the zone read option. and yet he can sit from the pocket and pick you apart too. When he scrambles outside, he can be so dangerous once he gets that edge.
First pass attempt on second down complete to Travis Van Leeuwen, 3rd and short for the Aggies. And Chucky Keeton clearly disappointed when we talked to him about the 14 points, the offensive performance last week in the close loss at USC. He thought it was him and the offense who let the Aggies down.
This offense plays with a lot of confidence. They realize the special player they have at the quarterback position, and they expect to put up big numbers no matter who they're playing.
Joey DiMartino takes it, or rather it's Robert Marshall who takes it on first down, moves the chains. And there's the read option handoff you demonstrated before the game, Danny.
Yep, and what his coaches want to see out of Chucky Keeton is quick decisions. The longer he holds that ball in the running back's pocket, usually, in the belly of the running back, it's going to kind of slow the play and the timing gets thrown off.
Reads the pass this time and completes to the outside to Travis Reynolds. The senior wrestled down at the 50 by Keith Smith. That's number 31, the inside linebacker for San Jose State, Keith Smith. His nation-leading 52nd tackle. Joe Hill on first down, turns the corner and has another first down. Let's take a look at our impact players, brought to you by Longhorn Steakhouse.
For Utah State, they've got 2 really good weapons on the outside, Travis Van Leeuwen and Travis Reynolds. And then Keith Smith, the middle linebacker for San Jose State, leads the country in tackles. Really an impressive player in the middle.
Already won tonight for the senior from Covina. And off to Hill. And there is Keith Smith with already his 2nd tackle tonight to give him 53 on the year.
I mean, he's averaging 17 tackles per game. Really just recognizes what's coming at him, and then great pursuit of the football. Big tackle for a loss, because really San Jose State hadn't done anything to that point on this drive defensively.
San Jose State coming off the loss at Minnesota, pushed around in some of their matchups against Stanford and Minnesota, big physical teams. Hill stood up. It's 3rd down and long coming with Keith Smith leading the way again.
This is a better matchup for San Jose State defensively. They run a 3-4, and just from the size aspect alone, I mean, they played some really big physical teams. When you talk about Stanford, you talk about Minnesota, they can definitely match up with some of the athletes on the perimeter with Utah State.
3rd and long opening drive for Chucky Keeton in Utah State. Now Keeton rolling outside the pocket. He has the edge. He has a first down near the San Jose State 20.
One of the things the defensive coordinator for San Jose State, Kenwick Thompson, told us is we've got to keep contained. And you see number 3 there, the defensive end, Travis Ricidi, just kind of got blocked inside, lost that outside containment. And Keeton, when he gets on the perimeter, he's just so quick.
On the perimeter again with a stiff arm for a gain of maybe 5 on first down. So San Jose State has that defended downfield on 3rd and long.
Everybody was covered, and yet you know all the defensive backs have their backs turned to the football. Chucky Keeton saw a lot of that grass on the outside. I mean, that was a 3rd and 12 that he converted.
Opening drive inside the San Jose State 20. Utah State has been excellent in the red zone through the first 4 games. Empty on 2nd and 6. Tossing to the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Ronald Butler. There's a flag. Jimmy Pruitt in coverage.
Pass interference. Number 8, defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
There was a ton of contact down the field on the press coverage. Keaton takes a shot to the end zone on a fade route. And you see Jimmy Pruitt there, number 8. He's got to at least attempt to make a play on the ball. Pretty easy call for the officials, even though it came a little bit late. But they did get the call right.
So 15 yards makes it 1st and goal for Utah State opening drive. Keaton, touchdown, Utah State. An opening drive touchdown for Chucky Keaton in Utah State. DJ Tialavea makes the grab.
Well, this is so quick hitting. You see Tialavea right there, just a quick pop pass to the tight end. And that's what, that was one of the things I noticed about Keaton before the game. The quick release and the velocity. That ball was zipped right through there.
7-0 Utah State. Chucky Keaton has his 15th touchdown pass of the season. Now it's David Fales in San Jose State's turn. DJ Tialavea now has 11 catches on the year, 3 of them for touchdowns. Chucky Keaton scrambles for a first down on 3rd and long and then leads another opening touchdown drive for Utah State. 7-0 start for the Aggies. Mountain West Conference game number 2 for Utah State. Both these teams coming from the WAC. Both these teams had terrific 2012 season. 11 wins, won a bowl game. Lost both of their head coaches. Barry Anderson went to Wisconsin. Mike McIntyre went to Colorado. Tim Crawley lets it bounce. Now picks it up inside the 15. And Crawley manages to get back on top. Get it back out to the 17-yard line, where we will see the San Jose State offense led by David Fales, the senior from Salinas. Began his college career at Nevada, so he was in the same quarterback room as Colin Kaepernick. When the pistol progressed, Fales left first to Wyoming, then to Monterey Peninsula College. Told us having to compete for the quarterback job at junior college taught him how to focus on the here and now. And one of the words you hear often about David Fales is humble, mature. Jason Simpson takes it on first down, and David Fales says that whole experience, bouncing program to program, junior college, taught him humility.
Definitely. He's kind of taken the long road here. It's been a character builder for David Fales, and he's impressed me. I had him in his military bowl. He can throw the rock.
Slinging on 2nd and 7. That's incomplete. Here's a flag. Intended for Kyle Nunn with Nevin Lawson in coverage.
This might be in the offense.
Pass interference. Number 19, offense. Half the distance to the goal. Replay, 2nd down.
Kyle Nunn, a lot of contact at the top of that route. Tried to break it off, and a lot of times when a receiver is slowing down, he can kind of use a little push. Just that one right hand, just a little bit of contact at the top there. I probably would have let it go. I don't think there should have been a call, just an incomplete pass.
Making it 2nd down and long, so Fales from the goal line, throwing complete to Chandler Jones for a first down. Makes it all back with one toss to the senior from LA.
Those are the types of throws right there that impressed me. I mean, that was far across the field. It was the long side of the field. Led his receiver perfectly, and he's not fazed by long yardage situations at all.
Hurry up tempo on 1st and 10 to the outside. This is Jabari Carr. A chance for us to look at the impact players on this side of the ball, brought to you by Longhorn Steakhouse.
We talk a lot about the quarterback, but they both have great receivers to throw to. Chandler Jones and Jabari Carr. Great threats on the outside for David Fales. And then defensively for Utah State, Kyler Fackrell. He had a huge game against Southern Cal last week, and he's the type of player who can give quarterbacks nightmares. You don't know where he's coming from. They move him around quite a bit defensively.
Taking some time spotting this. The chain gangs oftentimes have trouble keeping up with tempo offense.
Especially nowadays.
We certainly saw it last week. This should be 2nd and 2 at the 36.
The previous play was short of the first down, and the chains were moved early. The subsequent play resulted in a first down. We now have 1st and 10.
Good thing they caught it.
Those of you with DVR can go back and see if they got it right. We will keep a close eye. It looked like that was 2nd down and short, but it's in the books now as a San Jose State first down. Jason Simpson, the first down carry, and Zach Vigil stops him. Second down, Fails trying to set up the screen. It's covered. So Fails tossing downfield, incomplete, another flag. Intended for Kyle Nunn on what looked like a busted screen.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 3 defense, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Quentin Bird.
Quentin Bird, you see that left hand, got a lot of jersey, and you got to let go at some point. You might be able to sneak away with a split second of jersey, but when you hold it and redirect the receiver with it, you're going to get busted every time.
Now Todd Orlando, yeah.
Todd, their defensive coordinator for Utah State, said, hey, we might get called for some holding penalties.
Fails complete to Jabari Carr, who fights for a Spartan first down.
I like that philosophy too. I mean, you're going to face a passing team, get physical with them, push them around a little bit, and see what the officials call.
First and 10 on the opening drive for San Jose State from the Aggie 45. Fails incomplete. Now, David Fails lost one of his big targets, the biggest target, Noel Grigsby, the week prior to the Minnesota game last week. The FBS active leader in receptions. He is out indefinitely, had surgery this week. Now, Noel is going to try and make it back for the end of his senior season. That's still yet to be determined. Fails, keeper takes a pop. We check with Allison Williams.
I had a chance to chat with Noel before the game here today, and I have to say he's got such a positive outlook, even though things don't look good for him getting back on the field this year. And I asked him how he was going to handle being on the sideline on crutches. He said, I'm just going to keep doing what I've always tried to do, minus what I can between the lines, just keep being a leader. He goes, I have a C on my chest for a reason. I want to be there for these young guys, and they've done a heck of a job without me. He goes, I fully expect that I'm just going to be here to give them support.
And still some weapons on the field. This is Osiris Burke, a true freshman walk-on who picks up a first down for the Spartans.
San Jose State's got to be thrilled. They're establishing a little bit of a run game right here because they have struggled mightily. Only 35 rushing yards and 43 rushing yards in their last 2 games.
Play fake. Fails, dumps it.
And when you are able to run the ball, you can work some play action like they did there, take a shot down the field. The official explaining that he was outside the pocket so he can throw it out of bounds as long as he gets into the line of scrimmage, which he did. But they really have had nothing to speak of in the run game.
Jason Simpson trying to change that on second down. Makes it third down at about 3. There's Backrell on the stop. Simpson again. Close to the first down. Looks like he got it. Indeed, move the chains. First and 10 for the Spartans on the opening drive for San Jose State.
First and 10, Spartans from the Aggie 23.
Already 24 rushing yards for the Spartans on the opening drive. So to the air, to the end zone, incomplete. Intended for none. Nevin Lawson, the senior corner, covering for Utah State.
That's a ball that I see David Fales. He makes the fade routes really tough to defend. That time he tried to go for the traditional over the top, hit him in stride. You got to do that to set up the back shoulder. Once you recognize that defensive back is stride for stride, that's when you can drill shot it to his back shoulder.
Aggies showing pressure, only 2 hands down. Bales flings to the outside, minimal gain for Jabari Carr. Tough tackle from Lawson to make it 3rd down.
Number 1, Devin Lawson.
Third down from the 20. Screen, Carr. Tackled on 3rd down, just shy. Nevin Lawson and Quentin Bird, they're on the stop. And San Jose State will bring on the kicking unit on 4th and 1. Now, Austin Lopez, the sophomore from Euless, Texas, Trinity High School, has made the first 21 attempts of his career. That is 2 short of the FBS record, and now he is just 1 short of David Ruffler from Notre Dame. He has made the first 22 kicks of his college career. Opening drive, points on the board for San Jose State.
ESPN College Football Primetime, brought to you by AT&T, Rethink Possible, and Runner Runner, October 4th, only in theaters.
Tommy Smith and John Carlos, both San Jose State alumni, took a stand for human rights at the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City. And that statue on campus here at San Jose State commemorating the moment. Here on Friday night at Spartan Stadium, built in 1933, hosting a Mountain West Conference game for the first time.
There's a lot of great history here that I had no clue about. San Jose State athletic program.
And we are going to be visiting with one of the men who made football history later. You can guess whom. Touchback gives Utah State the football from their 25. Opening drive touchdown for Chucky Keaton. Saturday Night Football on ABC. Wisconsin against the undefeated Ohio State Buckeyes. That is presented by Windows, 8 Eastern on ABC. Danny, what happens if Ohio State wins, but wins by a field goal close game?
Oh, that's all they need to do is win that game. The interesting thing is the quarterback situation, what they're going to do with Kenny Guyton and Braxton Miller. I think you got to play them both.
Keaton fumbles. Chucky Keaton falls on it back at the 15.
Chucky Keaton just absolutely dropped that football. Once he kept it on the outside, see him sticks it in the belly. And then when he pulled it back, it's almost like he pulled it back and might have caught it in his shoulder pads in the chest area, and the ball just squirted out. Good thing for Utah State, he was able to corral it back in.
Second and 20 complete to Travis Reynolds. They get the 10 back, so now it's 3rd and 10. Matt Wells, Utah State head coach, told Allison before the game, the most important thing for Chucky Keaton, be stingy with the football. Well, he managed to get it back there after the fumble on 1st down. Third and 10 for Keaton and the Aggies. Keaton recovers, throws incomplete. Knocked away by the strong safety, Jimmy Pruitt.
Carter, the last 3rd and long, they weren't able to keep contained on Chucky Keaton. Great job. Watch number 53 on the right side of your screen. See him just that little bit move there where Chucky Keaton could not get the outside, and then outstanding pass coverage by Jimmy Pruitt down the field. But a great adjustment by San Jose State defensively.
That's the true freshman walk-on outside linebacker, Isaiah Irving. Intrudes punt. Rolls inside the 35 to the 30. There is a flag down.
During the kick, holding, number 89, receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down, timeout.
Chucky Keaton and the Aggies go 3 and out. David Fales and the Spartans get the football next. San Jose, California, Silicon Valley. Why Silicon? Well, the term originally referred to the region's large number of silicon chip innovators and manufacturers. Continues to be a leading hub for high-tech innovation here in San Jose, California for Friday night at Spartan Stadium. Carter Blackburn, Danny Cannell, Allison Williams. First time San Jose State had it on offense. The Spartans got a field goal. Now the senior QB, David Fales. The Spartan offense from the 20. Jason Simpson, senior from Redwood City, tackled by Kyler Fackrell after a minimal gain. Another discussion among the officials. And at some point, maybe Alan Eck will tell us.
Making dinner plans for later?
Candlesticks always make a nice gift.
Right.
We have a correction from the foul on the punt. The foul was on number 89 of the kicking team. The 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the kick to the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now, the play, they just ran the play. They just ran a first down play. So does the first down play now not count because of the error on the penalty? And
that's the question that Matt Wells wants to know too.
And Matt Wells, we were talking with Matt Wells yesterday about, all right, you're a first-year head coach. You know, what do you learn from all the mentors like Jim Zorn and Gary Patterson and Chris Peterson? He said every one of them said there is no playbook for becoming a head coach. There's no way you can anticipate this situation. And in this situation, we are being told that that first down does not count.
I mean, they basically just completely botched what just happened, the procedure of what should have taken place. And I always thought that as soon as a play was run, you can't go back and take a play off the board, that it's too late to go back and say like an instant review. You can't review a play after a snap. So,
well, and if you'll remember on the first possession by San Jose State, there was an error one way or another in the chains. And even in this situation, the chains are still back at the 20. They have not been moved up to the 40. And again, the penalty was incorrectly administered. So the kick was down at the 30.
But what a difference in field position, too.
Yeah, that's 20 yards.
This is huge. I mean, that's why I think Matt Wells, the head coach for Utah State, is making a, you know, I'd be livid right now if I was a head coach.
So the original marking of the football made it a penalty against San Jose State. The penalty was actually against Utah State. That's why the correction to the 40. But the issue here is there was a first down play run. Here's Alan Eck.
Please reset the game clock. 6:28. 6:28, please.
It's 1st and 10. The chains still haven't moved on the far side of the field. They're back at the 20, while the line of scrimmage is now at 40.
But even still.
So the first down play is wiped out. It is 1st down and 10 from the 40. San Jose State. David Fales, incomplete. Here's a flag.
Personal foul, hands to the face, number 99 defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Chance for us to check in with Chris Carter.
Carter over on the U, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, BYU and Middle Tennessee State. Tonight, Taysom Hill is going to call his own number. We've seen this before. 12 yards out, he scores. Cougars, 7-3 late first quarter. Their star receiver, Cody Hoffman, suspended prior to kickoff. Carter?
Longhorn fans are throwing something to the TV right now.
Taysom Hill, long rush TD, looked very familiar to them, right?
After a 15-yard penalty against Utah State, which has been stepped off against Utah State.
A little tough. San Jose struggling to get the right formation, have to burn a timeout.
Timeout, San Jose State, the first charge timeout to have.
We take a break. Well, Matt Wells still trying to get an explanation about the first play of this drive for San Jose State, which was not officially a play. So San Jose State has it at the 45, and we still don't have an official snap on this drive. All penalty yardage taking the Spartans to the 42. And now we have an official play on the drive.
Are you sure?
Simpson tackled by Vigil, no flag down. Bales gives to Simpson again, straight ahead. 3rd down and 3 coming up. Maurice Alexander, the free safety on the stop. Bales drops it, flag down. Flag down prior to the snap. We have false start on San Jose State.
Number 51, offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Snap infraction on David Peterson.
Take that all day rather than that potential fumble. Your 4th down. Get another chance to tee it up on 3rd and 8 right here.
So the bobbled snap, which likely caused the fumble, is actually a penalty. Backs him to 3rd and 8. All-out blitz from Utah State. Screen is tipped, and it is caught. Flag down.
I think an offensive lineman put his hand up, got one of those big mitts on it.
Well, you can watch football all weekend long, all the way through Monday night, and I don't think you'll see a stranger drive than this one.
There it is, number 51, Jake Dowdy for Utah State got his hand on it. And there was a running back right there. They were trying to set up a screen.
There is no foul for targeting. The contact was in the shoulder. 4th down.
Here's a look at the end of the play when that ball was batted. Watch number 9 right there come into your screen and lead with that shoulder.
Still a foul if you leave with the shoulder, but they said they got him in the shoulder area. So that's why not targeting. It's 4th and 6. Harrison Wade punting for San Jose State in the back of the end zone. The strange San Jose State possession comes to an end with a punt for a touchback. Celebrating its 9th year sponsoring the Good Hands Field Goal Nets, Allstate makes contributions to participating universities' general scholarship funds for each field goal and extra point kicked. To date, Allstate has contributed more than $3 million in scholarship monies. This is Utah State football at the 20-yard line, and we are confident that Utah State has the football at the 20. Chucky Keaton play action. Gets to the outside and near a 1st down again for Utah State.
I thought Chucky Keaton had a chance to move the ball down the field to one of his receivers on just about a 15-yard out route. The thing about Chucky Keaton, even if he doesn't make the best decision, he can bail himself out. He can bail his offensive coordinator out because he's so athletic.
Held in check a week ago by USC, 164 yards of total offense. Did pass for a couple of touchdowns. First down here, DiMartino turns the corner. Knocked out right around the 50. Aggies hurry up. Snap it on first down. This is Kennedy Williams, the true freshman, no gain.
Kennedy Williams and Keith Smith met him. That's when a guy's leading the nation in tackling. I mean, you can see why. He's all over the place. We already called his name several times tonight. And it sounds cliche, but he just really has a nose for the football. He sees it and just goes and makes plays.
Tialavea in motion.
He's also a guy that can account for Chucky Keaton.
Complete. Swindle. Incomplete. He dropped it. Dislodged by Forrest Hightower, the free safety.
It's a good example, too, of what we want to see football now. Number 12, watch Forrest Hightower. Watch the level that he takes. See how low he goes right there? I mean, that's a safe football play. He can still break up a pass. That's just a solid football tackle right there. Break up.
Roger Redding says they want to lower the strike zone. You can still make a big hit, just go lower. The national coordinator of officiating in college football. Keaton pumps, throws downfield, incomplete, flag down. Benet Ben-Wickery looking like pass interference on Bruce Natson.
Pretty easy call for the official, too. Look down the field.
Pass interference. Number 21, defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
The toughest challenge when you're defending a quarterback like Chucky Keaton is you're thinking, hey, I got this guy on lockdown. I'm covering him. Surely that ball is gone or somebody sacked him, but he's back there running around and he keeps his eyes down the field. And it's such a tough job for the defensive backs to stay with guys down the field in coverage.
$15-yard penalty to the 35. Keaton, play action, finds the edge again. Now throws back across his body, complete. Swindle hangs on inside the 20.
And just when you think you've got Chucky Keaton corralled, he comes out, keeps his eyes down. I thought he was going to run that ball, but kept his eyes locked downfield and found Brandon Swindoll down the field.
DiMartino on 1st and 10. Dragged down from behind by Keith Smith. Flag, 15-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and goal.
I think that's the easiest call for officials to make. It's so obvious when they do it, when a defender does it. Watch Keith Smith. I mean, it's so violent looking, and they're trying to protect the offensive players. I think it's an easy call.
Personal foul. Forced collar tackle. Number 31, defense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
First and goal for Chucky Keaton in Utah State. Play action. Tossing complete. Touchdown, Keegan Anderson. The son of former Utah State and now Wisconsin coach Gary Anderson. Into the end zone. Touchdown Aggies on the 2nd TD pass of the night for Chucky Keaton. Nick Diaz for the PAT. (14-3) Aggies.
Chucky Keaton is so tough to defend. Once he gets on the perimeter, makes outstanding decisions with the football, finds Keegan Anderson for his 16th touchdown of the year.
Chris Cotter in our ESPN studios over on ESPNU tonight. BYU and Middle Tennessee State. This is Logan Kilgore finding Marcus Henry from 16 yards out. Blue Bombers back on top. They replayed it and said, yep, he got down and remained in control. 10-7 Middle Tennessee State on top.
16 TDs, just one INT thrown by Chucky Keeton. The Utah State head coach Matt Wells told us when he got the job on Monday, hired by Gary Anderson, said the next day he was on a plane to Houston to try and secure the commitment of Chucky Keeton. You see why. And it's Keegan Anderson with a touchdown grab. Auburn to near the 30. Let's go back to the touchdown.
Here's a look. Notice where Keegan Anderson lines up at the fullback position. He's right here. Watch these guys block down. Sell the run hard. He slips out on the other side of the formation. This is about as easy as it gets for Chucky Keeton, and really a stress on the defense too, because that end who comes up puts pressure on Keeton. If he falls back on Keegan Anderson, Chucky Keeton walks in for a touchdown. So a great play call by Utah State.
And the weekend is off to a good start for the Anderson family. Keegan has a touchdown grab. Dad Gary has Wisconsin, Ohio State. Tomorrow night in the big one. ABC 8 Eastern, presented by Windows. David Fales on first down, finds Jason Simpson. Big pop. Dowdy and Vigil meet Simpson after a pickup of about 5.
When I look at David Fales, I see him as like a rhythm passer, a guy who can get hot and kind of get that hot hand, and I don't know if he's quite found it yet. I think there's probably some ghosts of last year's game when he was sacked 13 times. Trust me, that would mess with any quarterback. Wondering if your protection's going to be there.
Another flag against San Jose State.
Number 72, offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
6 penalties in the first quarter against San Jose State.
A little sloppy, to say the least.
Fails on 2nd and 10. Complete to Kyle Nunn near the stick.
That's the thing, too. Once you get a pass like that, all of a sudden your confidence can get going. And that's what I believe David Fales is the most dangerous. That was tight coverage, delivered a strong pass.
3rd and short. The umpire was standing over the football.
The offense substitute late. By rule, the defense must be given an opportunity to match up. Play clock and game clock will start on my signal. 3rd down.
The umpire stands over the football, can't snap it.
I commend him for trying, though. You're pushing tempo. It's the worst case. Maybe you get it off. Maybe you sneak one by him, but by rule, they've got to give the defense a chance to get the substitution in.
Page 56 of your rule book, if you have it in front of you at home. Fails incomplete on 3rd and short, intended for the tight end, Billy Freeman.
And that Carter right there is a pass that, when I just see David Fales, I think like he should make that pass. He's capable of making that. That's why I just feel like he's out of sync right now, but there is a penalty on this.
Pass interference. Number 19, offense. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
Would have been the 7th penalty of the first quarter against San Jose State. Not a good first quarter in the Mountain West Conference debut for the Spartans.
Basically what they're calling, you see Kyle Nunn just trying to catch a pick on the defensive back right there. That's the 2nd one he's been called for. Offensive pass interference.
Harrison Wade, good kick. But it goes into the end zone for a touchback. 2nd punt, 2nd touchback for Harrison Wade. Let's take a look at how San Jose State never stopped improving. Brought to you by Lowe's.
It's a program that's been headed in the right direction. You look at their records, how far they've come from 2010. Last year I got to cover him in their Military Bowl win. Was very impressed with David Fales and company, and now Ron Carragher takes over the program and going to try to build on a strong foundation.
A lot of credit to Dick Tomey for helping rebuild Spartan football 2 head coaches ago. San Jose State, a great tradition of coaches. We're going to visit with one of those. Dick Vermeil will join us in the second quarter of this game. Play fake for Chucky Keaton on first down. Looking downfield. Now he's going to scramble. And throw it out of bounds after all that. Second down. Well, Danny, you referenced some of the big names around San Jose State
Steve
football.
DeBerg was my quarterback coach my rookie year in the NFL. Great coach, too, and great player.
Yes.
Zach Elway.
Bob Bronson, who actually hired both Bill Walsh and Dick Vermeil. Jack Elway's first game as San Jose State head coach was a 48-48 tie against Utah State. Keaton slipping away from pressure again to make it 3rd and short, keeping the play alive before Keith Smith brings him down.
Tell you what, defensive end Tony Popovich, he's 6'2", 280. He's trying to tackle Chucky Keaton in the open field. Watch him right in the middle of the screen. Look at it. Keaton's just playing with him. I feel bad for him. That's just not a fair matchup.
Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. 3rd and short for Chucky Keaton and the Aggies. Bottled up, not for long. First down, Chucky Keaton and Utah State.
Just when you think you got him, Chucky Keaton's able to get outside. Pretty good job by the defender of letting off. It looked ugly because he kind of fell into some of the players on the sidelines, but Benet Ben-Wickery let go of him to avoid the penalty. Smart play by a defensive player. Got to give him some credit.
Yeah. Reverse. This is Natson for another Aggie first down. Bruce Natson, the sophomore from Fort Lauderdale, Boyd Anderson High School.
Number 9, Sean Linton he recognized it, saw it, and then Natson's speed just basically ran right around him. You'll see Natson come in the bottom of your screen. He's got his eyes on it, just took a poor angle.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. First round goes to Chucky Keaton with a pair of first quarter TD passes.